It is his heart's desire to cultivate an atmosphere where students can believe that they can. And that is why James is a teacher, and I'm excited to introduce him to you. Welcome, James.
Woo!
All right, hey everybody. Woo, God, woo! Jeez, y'all, I'm gonna say that one more time. We're in the South. And when somebody speaks to you, this is what we do. Mama raised us to speak back. So, if I say, hey everybody, I just need y'all to say, hey James. So, hey everybody.
Hey James.
Thank you very much. I know it's the end of the day. I'm not gonna be up here long. I got this distinct privilege to talk about why I teach. And so before I get into that, I want to give a quick shout out. So, all the middle school educators, can you do me a favor? Make some noise! That's what I agree with. I agree with y'all. So, I didn't forget about y'all high school. Y'all won't let me get off this stage. So, high school educators, if you're in the place, and I know you are, make some noise! All right. I did 1 year of high school in I did ninth grade. It was pretty much eighth graders in the high school because it was just no different at all. But today, I get to talk about why I teach. So, let's get into it. Why do I teach? To change the narrative. Can y'all see I'm a black man? Can y'all see that? I know it's dark in here, I can't see you. But if you can see me, I'm a black man. I am a black man in middle school math education. People clap after that, but I wasn't even ready for that when I was practicing. But I am a rarity. I call myself a unicorn. Because black males make up 2% of the teaching population here in America. So there is a high chance that when I stand before a student, they have never seen a black male in this role ever in their life. I get to change the narrative. Just the other day, I was on LinkedIn and I connected with another black male teacher, and he teaches, y'all say what?
What?
Y'all not. Y'all really want to know? He teaches, say what?
What?
Spanish. Y'all, I was like, sir, I have never in my life met a black male Spanish teacher in my life. I said, I thought I was a unicorn, but sir, you can have this horn. Here it is. Senor, this belongs to you. This belongs to you. Spanish? Where they do that at? Apparently in CMS, we have a black male Spanish teacher. Now, I've been talking about him. This is the fourth time I've been talking about him, but he might be here today. His name is Omar Newman. Is he here? Anybody know Omar? Olympic, I think I looked it up. If y'all see Omar, just pinch him. He has powers, supernatural powers. He is a black male Spanish teacher, and I thought it was amazing because we get to change the narrative, not just black males, but all of us. We get to change the narrative because I realize this, that our kids don't hate school. They hate consistent failure. That's what they hate. Like, who wakes up in the morning and be like, oh, I failed first period, second period, third period, fourth period, lunch, gym. Like, nobody wants to do that with their life. They hate consistent failure. Even for us as adults, when we're in toxic environments, what do? 2 weeks notice. Transfer. I'm quitting and going home to raise my kids. Like, we're out. So I can't have a student come to me and be like, Mr. O'Neill, this is my 2 weeks notice. I'm not coming back. I hate this school and I don't really like you too much either. Like, our kids can't do that. So we get the opportunity to create a successful environment for them to learn. So, why do I teach? I teach because I love it. Honestly.
Woo!
I love teaching. And I sat down and I began to think about the reasons why I love teaching, and so many other reasons came to my mind, but I thought about my friend Octavia Phillips. I stole this from her. She said, I'm a boss. As a teacher, I'm a boss. Everybody say, I'm a boss.
I'm a boss.
Say it again, I'm a boss. See, I can't control what happens on outside these classroom doors, but once you come in here, going to be challenged. They're going to be loved on. They're going to know that I believe in them. And they're going to know when I tell them to have a seat, sit down, sit down. Like, I might have to say it 3 times, but at least y'all are going to sit down when I say sit down. So we get to be a boss. We get to create an atmosphere where they get to love learning. Everybody say with a stank face, I'm a boss. I can't see y'all face, but it sounded stank, right? It sounded stank. It really did. It really did. And so why do I teach? I teach because a teacher changed my life. That is why I teach. If you will indulge me for these last couple minutes, I want to share my story with you all through spoken word of why I teach. A teacher changed my life. Sound like me in church. I couldn't even get serious. Oh, it told me. I was like, oh, I'm in my moo-moo. All right, anyway, I'm here. Sitting in class, watching those who are the complexion of the opposite leave. As they again relieve themselves from being in class full of those who are the complexion of me. Why I teach. It wasn't hard to see that the inequality symbols of less than and greater than that I was learning in math not only applied to numbers, they applied to colors. Shades of brown, invisibly crowned with dunce, became fitted to heads that seemed to learn at exponentially slower rates than others. Though we were an integrated school, the gifted segregated themselves through the white flight of Jim Crow's wings, enacting their civil rights of separate but equal PLCs that excluded NAACPs because where I was from, this was the norm. Until one young white lady who taught Algebra 1 in 8th grade gave 2 black boys a math test that went against the pedagogy of low expectations. She saw in us the same desire to learn. It was just wrapped in brown skin that identified as black. She chose to see color because everyone that was in her advanced math classes were white. She chose to rescue us from a curriculum that handed out 6 degrees of separation. Southern, black, poor, male, non-gifted, therefore unlikely. She changed my best friend Chester and my life. And it wasn't as if I didn't believe I could do it. She believed I could. Her expectations of me tore down walls built by bricks of shame, inequity, and what's wrong with me? Her expectations of me exposed me to a land of possibilities found only in books where fairy tales existed. Those that were asleep there were awakened by a kiss. She became the Peter Pan to 2 lost boys, giving us access to Neverland. In this land where I had never been, all those that were here were expected to succeed. They were expected in high school to take honors and AP courses that I knew nothing about. One of the proudest moments of my life was walking down my hallway with my mom during freshman orientation, when a welcoming tone of normalcy reached out to me like a slick arm stretch at the movies and said, "Hi, I'm your freshman English 9 teacher." In one split second, the eloquence of Malcolm, the bravery of Rosa, the championing of Du Bois courageously spoke, "No, I have honors." After being on this earth for 14 years, it was in that English honors class that I first learned about the Holocaust through our summer book reading night by Elie Wiesel. All I had ever known about was the enslavement of Africans, but had no clue that darkness had descended upon the face of people whose skin complexion was the very opposite of the book's name. This blew my mind as the winds of equity began to thrust me into competitive GPAs of those of my white peers because honors and AP courses gave you a half to a whole grade point. Could this be the reason why brown faces perform so poorly? Because the bandwidth carrying our information was on dial-up speed while fibers interconnected networks sped up the advancement of those quick into a system that supported them and not those that looked like me. The expectations of my teacher put me in class asking Ashley Bullard for homemade deer jerky because it was hunting season. I don't think y'all get it. Black folks don't hunt. 99.9% of us do not hunt. This was diversity. All seriousness, I begin to walk the trail of tears paved by my ancestors, just to be draped in cords that used to shackle them, but now loose me to pursue the dream of a king. In 8th grade, I fell in love with math. And 20 years later, I find myself teaching in the same grade and subject where one teacher's expectations of me changed the course of my life. So I want to say thank you, Mrs. Simmons. Thank you all.